Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to see you. Good to be back. It's the Social Media Samurai returning with another edition of Samurai Rise. This is a special Nomadness Anniversary Weekend NMDM Conference Edition. This was the big rundown to the first ever Nomadness Alternative Travel Conference and also the 4-year anniversary of Nomadness Travel Tribe. For all the preparations, the pickups, and everything that had to go into making this past weekend take place, this was the vehicle that held me down. This is a 2015 Hyundai Genesis. Lovely car. Been having a great time with it, and we are now inside, and we'll take a quick look around at what you would expect to see if you make the move to purchase this vehicle. So before we get started, let me get this engine going. Once again, we are dealing with keyless operation. Just need to have the remote handy and in the vicinity. Push button start. You already know the deal. Step on the brake and we're off. Let's turn the music down for a second. Put the air on while I talk to y'all because it's a little warm. Oh, we got old Drake in here. All right. We'll get to the audio in a second, but as you can see, we'll give you the illuminated dash features to start. Everything is pretty straightforward. You have your trip mileage information in terms of miles per gallon that you've traveled each respective time you hop in the car, amount of miles traveled per trip, which is something you're able to reset on your own per trip. It's always good to you're someone who travels a lot, catalog your miles, especially if you're dealing in business. If you're getting reimbursed gas wise for miles, nice to have a real exact figure behind that. In addition to that, if you look to the side here, you have most of your standard functions. You could see your rear trunk control, gas. As you see, you have the two various safety security sensor features. You have the lane indicator, the center button along the top row, which lets you know as you start to deviate and leave your respective lanes. It'll give you a not so subtle alert that you're swerving a little bit, and underneath there is a blind spot alert that functions in the same manner. Also, this is something pretty cool. This was similar to what I experienced in the K900 from Kia back in March. We've got the privacy shade button, so if I hit that, the shades for the back window will be covered. I'll show you that later, but I'll show you that with the rear control, just so it's an easier view. So let's go to everyone's favorite area, the multimedia, entertainment, and all-purpose dash screen. As you can see, everything here is pretty straightforward by this point. I don't think you're seeing anything that we haven't displayed in other vehicles, but again, as the flagship vehicle for Hyundai right now, they're definitely giving you everything you would want in a luxury ride. Basics, phone, Bluetooth, the special Blue Link feature, which is respective to Hyundai, actually links into a separate site that allows you to designate particular numbers, particular people, also the ability to share location information with other people as long as they have registered and connected via the site. So if you have a certain crew that you are always in contact with, maybe other business partners, you can all log in via the Blue Link site that you could access from the Hyundai.com site. Enter your information, your respective vehicles, and then from there you could reach out to any of those people directly from your vehicle. There is also a mobile app that can do the same thing, so you could essentially be connected a couple ways, via your phone or smartphone or tablet, via the car itself, or if you happen to be on the main website as well. Media features, which, if you're curious, music does allow for the viewing of video, USB images, CDs as well, so everything is pretty standard there. Satellite, you get the full collection of channels. You already know about that. You have your voice map and navigation features. I used this a lot this past week, navigating through Brooklyn and certain areas of bordering Staten Island as well. So again, you're not gonna have any issues getting around in this vehicle. As we scan down a bit, one thing that Hyundai definitely thought about in regards to its drivers is console storing space. So you start here with the, hold on, I think I need to push this back a bit. Okay, so we have the first storage area. You know, it's pretty simple. I got my Nomadness pen in there. I have my USB plugged in. Got about 8 gigs of music and multimedia. Shout out to BF Goodrich, who dropped that on me for a previous event. Open up more storage space. Keep the coins in there for luck, but you got your drink storage. Basic center console flips open. Got some stuff in there from this weekend, but as you see, you got space. You could also see the interior, sort of a, I believe this is the charcoal gray with the grain lining, a little bit of wood grain finish on the doors. It's a very clean interior. Panasonic moonroof, so you could always let the sun in for a little bit more lighting. As summer has now transitioned into fall, you know, it's kind of nice to get the extra light in here. Just give you a look at how it is when it's closes from both sides. Take a quick glance to the back. You can see very spacious. This, I believe, next to the Tucson, which is a SUV, this is a very spacious sedan that you get in. Console center again, just so you can see what's up. I'm actually doing this from the front, being a little lazy. You got your drink space. You've got your individual settings for seat warming. You have the same seat warming features in the front as well. And as I referenced, on the front side control, you've got your privacy shades. Always cool. We use a lot of that this weekend. Not for nothing crazy, but storing a lot of things in the vehicle. You have the shades that you could put up manually on the respective passenger side windows, and boom, you can kind of keep a little cover on whatever it is you have in the back seat. A lot of props and supplies were properly protected with that feature. As it runs, the vehicle runs very smoothly, very quiet. Sound system is amazing. I've been working the speakers and the bass the whole previous week while running around Manhattan for this weekend's events. I always like to mention this when I talk about Hyundai. Hyundai was my first car. I had their very first vehicle, the Excel, back when I was a kid. I'm talking like 15, 16, whatever the case may be. And to see what they're doing right now is amazing. The brand is really putting its best foot forward. This vehicle, approximately, you're talking about $35,000. And one of the things I'd say that happened a lot this week were double takes in the street. When people looked at his vehicle, they had no clue what it was and who was behind it. All they see is the Genesis on the front dash above the grill, and they're like, what's that? I got a lot of questions. Oh, is this the new whatever? And they never guessed it right. So Hyundai is definitely winning with this vehicle. So quick look around, another edition of Samurai Rides, NMDN, Nomadness Anniversary Weekend. It was a busy one. This vehicle, as pretty and smooth as it rides, it definitely held its own as far as running around. It's got a very deep trunk, which you'll see in the pictures that we put to a lot of use over the course of this week. And once again, I think the ultimate cosign for a view is how realistically could you see yourself owning and driving something like this. I'd love to have a vehicle like this for myself. It's a combination of economy, effective, affordable pricing, but it still has more than a touch of luxury to make you really enjoy the ride that you're taking, whether it's local or road tripping or whatever it is you do. So hope you enjoyed this. Take a look at the accompanying video and pictures that will be with this post. Social Media Samurai signing out until the next time. We are patiently awaiting the arrival of the 2016 fleet of cars, so stay tuned for more from your friendly neighborhood samurai. Samurai Rides, check me out. Enjoy yourselves, and we'll be back soon.